1:30 or so. He's going to talk a little bit about filming, audio, editing. Who wants to be on camera and who wants to be behind the scenes like a cameraman or a camerawoman? You show of hands. Who wants to be like on camera, reporter, anchor, thought about it? You guys? Okay, I might need some of you later. What about camera? Editing, behind the scenes, you guys back there? Okay, so he's kind of going to be the one that's going to talk more about the behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, wake up at 3 a.m. I'm at work by 4 o'clock in the morning, and I write my scripts of what I say in the morning. This is during the week. This is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on the weekends, I anchor the shows in the morning and at night. Do a double shift on Thursday. But we go in, we write what we need to say. Our producers are there. They're going ahead and write whatever the latest news stories whether it be a murder, a fun story, a lighthearted story, whatever it may be. That's what they're going to write. We go ahead and we go in the studio. We do the touch up on our hair, touch up on our makeup. Go in there. The guys wear makeup too. We have to because of the lighting. You guys won't believe it. I believe we still do tours. So if you ever wanted to make the trek, all the way up towards Notre Dame and take a tour, we definitely welcome you. You can see all the aspects of what WNDU has to offer in broadcasting. You guys have been doing broadcasting stuff for the last few months, right? Has it been a few months, few weeks? 4 weeks. Okay. And you've been doing the whole aspect, right? The sports and the weather and that whole thing. And again, Brandon's going to talk more about the camera aspect. I'm talking more about on camera. In terms of schooling, I know you guys are 8th graders. You will be in high school technically in what? 4 days, 5 days. 3 days. You will be able to consider yourselves high schoolers, which is cool. It's pretty cool. And you think, I don't have to worry about going to college for a few years. But I want to tell you, and this is all the teachers are going to be able to know this, very, very, very important to job shadow. Do you guys know what job shadowing is? It's kind of like an internship, only it's for like a day. Basically, you decide what you want to do for a living. You want to swim with dolphins, you want to be a lion tank, whatever you want to do. You call them and say, can I hang out with you for a day? Okay? When you go and hang out with them for a day, you get a better idea if that's what you want to do for a living. Because you're going to be spending, and now and more than ever, in the last 3 years, you will be spending tens of thousands of dollars in college education. And when you go to college, you think, I don't have to worry about it. But the day you graduate, within a few days, you will get a bill in the mail for monthly payments, and it's horrible. So just to do something that you really want to do. And this is one of those inspirational rah-rah pieces. But I do want to, I don't know what that is. I do want to tell you that do something, and you'll learn this, do something every day of your life for a career. Do something that you would do even if you weren't getting paid. And I know it's very weird to say, but what you do that you love, you will not work a day in your life. That's a famous saying. If you do something you love, you won't have to work a day in your life, and that's very true. So whatever you want to do, whether it be, I mentioned swimming with dolphins. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But if you do that, you can do it, and it's great because getting paid is just a perk. Like every day, Brandon and I do something different. It could be on the scene in front of, unfortunately, just to bring it to more, I guess, the Tremel, the 10-year-old boy who recently died. We were outside at his house when that murder happened, just a couple hours after it happened. He was 10 years old. But other days, Brandon and I have gotten in the water with whales at the Shed Aquarium, the big giant beluga whales, the white ones. At the Shed Aquarium, we swam with whales. We've been to Ellen's show, Regis and Kelly, all over Access Hollywood, all over the place. So every day is different, which is a lot of fun. It's not sitting behind the desk if you're, an accountant or whatever. Even though those are awesome jobs, if you want something different that changes every single day, news is what you would do. And we're a team. Every single day we're together. And for 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 hours sometimes, there are 15-hour days. For some people, every day we're together. He shoots a lot of the stuff. Nowadays, a lot of the reporters shoot and edit their own stuff. It's a way to, cut costs. It's a way to be more efficient. Fortunately, Brandon and I, work the same shift, so he comes out with me. He's shooting you guys right now. It's a pretty good relationship that we have. So be a good writer if you're going to go to college. Who's all going to go to college here? I'm assuming a good chunk of you are going to college. Okay, and I know it's early, so probably a lot of you won't be necessarily majoring in broadcasting as of right now. But internships, we talked about job shadowing. That's like 1 or 2 days. Internships are extremely important. You probably don't have to worry about that for another 3-4 years. But what that is basically you work for free, and you work hard, and you work for free, and you get your foot in the door, because down the road, they might need a job, and they might say, I remember working with Tyler. I'm going to give him a call. And then you can get, possibly a position, because we all know the job market is not easy. It's extremely tough. In real estate, also in news, it is very, very tough. There could be hundreds and hundreds of applicants for one position. So it's very, very, very difficult. But again, it's important who you know. That's one of the key aspects. Do you want to say anything real quick about your aspect? This is Brandon Cush. He's my photographer. Say hi, Brandon. Good guy.